Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into the world of enterprise asset management and specifically focusing on businesses that use SAP.
Sounds pretty niche.
It is, but it's a critical area for so many companies out there.
True enough. And thankfully, we have experts like Sigga Technologies who are tackling these challenges head on.
Yeah, they've been doing this for over 2 decades,
It's
right?
over 23 years, in fact, as a global leader in EAM solutions. And what's really interesting is their focus on solutions designed specifically for businesses running on SAP.
Right, because managing assets within that SAP environment can be, well, let's just say it comes with its own unique set of hurdles.
Absolutely. And that's where Sigga's expertise comes in.
Okay, so let's talk about some of their solutions. One that I've heard a lot about is the Sigga Empower platform.
The Empower platform is really at the heart of what Sigga offers.
Can you break it down for us?
Sure. Imagine giving your maintenance technicians a tool that connects them to everything they need. Asset information, work orders, even communication tools, all in one place.
Like a central command center for maintenance, right?
Exactly, and it gets even better.
Oh, so
They've recently rolled out these impressive GPS enhancements that are really changing the game when it comes to asset management.
GPS. So now we're talking about not just managing the assets themselves, but also optimizing how your team gets to them.
Precisely. Think about all those businesses that have assets scattered across multiple locations.
Oh, yeah, like utility companies, manufacturers, even theme parks.
Right. With these GPS features, dispatchers can see where their technicians are in real time relative to the assets that need attention. So they can assign work orders based on proximity.
Makes sense. Cut down on travel time, get those repairs done faster. That's efficiency right there.
Exactly. And that efficiency translates into real cost savings. Less fuel consumption, fewer overtime hours.
So it's not just good for operations, it's good for the bottom line, too. I'm starting to see why they call it a game changer.
It is, but it's not just about the big picture.
What do you mean?
It also makes life easier for the technicians out in the field. No more wasting time trying to locate assets or figuring out the best route.
The system just tells them where to go?
Yep, provides clear directions, and they can even record their time spent at each location for accurate reporting.
So less guesswork, less frustration for everyone involved.
Exactly. Streamlining workflows, improving communication, and ultimately making the whole maintenance process smoother.
And they haven't forgotten about the user experience either, right?
Not at all. Sigga has made sure the Empower platform is user-friendly with a customizable interface. Technicians can even adjust things like button sizes to fit their preferences.
So it's adaptable to individual needs. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even the best technology is useless if people find it difficult to use.
Absolutely. It's about making the technology work for the people, not the other way around.
So we've talked about Sigga Empower and its GPS capabilities, but Sigga offers other solutions too, right? I'm thinking of Sigga planning and scheduling.
Yes, that's another key piece of the puzzle.
How does that fit in?
While Empower focuses on execution of those maintenance tasks, planning and scheduling is all about the strategic planning behind those activities, optimizing schedules, ensuring the right resources are available, and keeping those assets running smoothly.
So you've got the boots on the ground aspect covered with Empower and the strategic overview with planning and scheduling. That's a pretty powerful combination.
It is, and it really speaks to Sigga's commitment to providing solutions, not just technology. They're tackling those real-world business challenges that companies using SAP deal with day in and day out.
Which, at the end of the day, is what matters most. It's not about flashy features or buzzwords. It's about delivering results.
Exactly. And speaking of results,
Let's talk about some of the real-world impacts companies are seeing when they implement Sigga's solutions.
well, one of the most significant benefits that companies consistently report is a reduction in downtime.
Downtime is the enemy.
It really is, especially in industries where every minute of lost production can have a huge impact on the bottom line.
Absolutely. So how are they achieving this reduction in downtime?
It's about being proactive. Sigga's solutions help companies identify potential equipment failures before they happen.
So it's not just about reacting faster when something breaks down. It's about preventing those breakdowns from happening in the first place.
Exactly, and that's where Sigga's deep understanding of the SAP environment really shines. Their solutions integrate seamlessly with your existing SAP modules.
Okay, so they're working within the systems that companies already have in place.
Right, they pull data from your material master, equipment records, work orders, all of that, to provide a unified view of asset performance.
So you're not ripping and replacing your existing systems, you're making them work better. How does that seamless integration work in practice?
Well, for example, a maintenance technician can be out in the field and access real-time inventory levels from SAP directly within the Empower platform.
So they know right away if the parts they need are even available.
Exactly. No more showing up to a job only to find out they don't have what they need. Talk about frustrating.
That's a huge time saver, and it probably eliminates a lot of back and forth between the field and the office.
Absolutely. And this level of integration extends to the planning and scheduling process as well.
Oh, so.
Sigga planning and scheduling takes data from your SAP system, things like work orders and maintenance plans, and uses that information to create optimized schedules.
So it's taking all that complex data and making it actionable.
Right, ensuring that resources are used efficiently, that the right technicians are available at the right time, and that downtime is minimized.
It sounds like having a virtual assistant that's constantly analyzing your SAP data and figuring out the best way to keep everything running smoothly.
I like that analogy. And all of this data-driven optimization, it doesn't just benefit internal operations.
It impacts the customer experience as well.
Absolutely. Think about it. When your assets are well maintained and functioning optimally, you're able to deliver your products or services more reliably.
That makes sense. Fewer disruptions, fewer delays, equals happier customers.
Right. And in today's world, a positive customer experience is a major competitive advantage.
It's not just about keeping customers happy, though, is it?
No, it's also about managing risk.
Risk. Tell me more.
By proactively managing assets and addressing those potential problems before they become major issues, you're minimizing the risk of costly downtime, safety hazards, damage to your company's reputation.
So you're building a more resilient and reliable operation overall, which benefits everyone, your employees, your customers, your bottom line.
Precisely. And in today's business environment, you need to be able to adapt quickly.
Adapt to what?
Well, to new demands, new challenges. Things are constantly changing, especially in the world of technology. The old set it and forget it approach just doesn't cut it anymore.
So how does Sigga address this need for adaptability?
Their platform is designed to be flexible and scalable. Let's say your company decides to expand operations, introduce a new product line.
Big changes.
Right, but with Sigga's platform, you can accommodate those changes smoothly. New assets, adjusted maintenance schedules, even retraining your technicians. It can all be handled without disrupting your operations.
So it's an asset management solution that can grow and evolve alongside your business.
Exactly. And that really highlights Sigga's commitment to continuous improvement. They're not just developing software and then walking away. They're constantly listening to their customers, gathering feedback, innovating to meet the changing needs of the market.
That's a great point. They're in it for the long haul. They want their customers to succeed. Now, I understand Sigga has a pretty impressive track record when it comes to helping companies achieve those results.
They do. Let's take a hypothetical example to illustrate the impact they're having. Imagine a manufacturing company struggling with unplanned downtime.
I can picture it. Production lines grinding to a halt, deadlines being missed,
Yeah.
everyone scrambling to figure out what's wrong.
Right, a real nightmare scenario. So this company decides to implement Sigga's EAM Empower platform, and they immediately start seeing benefits. Their technicians now have mobile devices that give them real-time access to all that critical asset information, work orders, communication tools.
So they're eliminating a lot of the wasted time and back and forth that we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. And with the GPS functionality, they can optimize those technician travel routes, reducing time wasted on the road, getting repairs done faster.
So they're saving time and money on both ends of the maintenance process.
Precisely. And because they're now able to identify those potential problems before they cause major breakdowns, they see a significant reduction in unplanned downtime.
A sigh of relief for the production team.
Absolutely. But it doesn't stop there. They implement Sigga planning and scheduling, and now they can optimize those maintenance schedules, ensuring the right technicians are available with the right parts at the right time.
It sounds like they've gone from a reactive approach to a proactive one.
That's a great way to put it. And the results? Well, they're able to meet their production targets consistently, improve their on-time delivery rates, and ultimately boost that bottom line.
That's a pretty compelling story. It shows how these solutions can have a real impact. Now, I want to shift gears a bit and talk about sustainability. It's such a hot topic these days.
For good reason, and Sigga recognizes its importance. Their solutions can help companies identify areas for improvement, implement strategies to reduce their environmental impact.
So they're helping companies be more efficient and more responsible.
Exactly. For example, by extending the lifespan of assets, they can reduce waste. It's a win-win.
So it's about taking a holistic approach to asset management. It's not just about the bottom line. It's about the impact those assets have on the world around us.
Well said. And speaking of impact, I'm curious about the human element. What's it like to work with Sigga? What kind of culture do they foster?
That's a great question. Beyond the technology itself, it's the people that make the difference.
Right. And from everything I've gathered, Sigga has a very strong customer-centric culture, building those long-term relationships with their clients, providing ongoing support and guidance.
So they're not just selling a product and walking away.
Not at all. They're invested in their clients' success. Their team is full of experts who are passionate about what they do. They're not just salespeople. They're consultants, advisors, partners.
That kind of partnership can be invaluable.
It can, especially for companies that might be new to this world of advanced asset management technology.
It's refreshing to hear about a company that puts such an emphasis on those relationships. It's a reminder that business is ultimately about people.
It is, and Sigga gets that. They're not just selling software. They're selling a partnership built on trust, expertise, a shared commitment to success.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from Sigga's innovative solutions to their customer-centric approach, all the way to their vision for the future of this field. But for our listeners who have been with us on this deep dive, what's the key takeaway? What should they be thinking about as they consider their own asset management strategies?
I think the main point is that asset management isn't just a back office function anymore. It's a crucial part of a company's overall success. It impacts everything, from the bottom line to customer satisfaction.
It's no longer about just keeping things running. It's about using those assets to drive business success. And Sigga is providing the tools and expertise to help companies do exactly that in this data-driven world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. They're helping companies move away from reactive maintenance and embrace proactive strategies, optimize operations, and make data-informed decisions about their assets.
And for our listeners who want to dig deeper and explore how Sigga can specifically help their company, where should they go?
Sigga's website is a great starting point. It's sigga.com. They've got tons of information there about their solutions, case studies, all kinds of resources to help you understand what Sigga can do.
Fantastic. So there you have it, folks. Sigga Technologies, a real partner in navigating this complex and ever-changing world of asset management. We've given you a glimpse into their world, but the real journey begins when you start exploring how their solutions can transform your own operations. Remember, asset management is no longer just about keeping the lights on. It's about driving business success. And Sigga is leading the charge.